Good morning, students. Hope you all are doing well. So, today I am here to discuss with you about the topic freshwater prawn culture. Okay, so before going into the culture process, let's quickly revise what is prawn culture, what is prawn, and the types of prawn. Okay, so what is prawn culture? Prawn A prawn farm is a aquaculture business which is designed to raise and produce prawn or shrimp for human consumption. And the medium sized marine prawns are called shrimp and the larger sized prawns are called lobster. Okay, and we all are very familiar with what is prawn now. So what is prawn? So prawns are crustaceans, okay, that are related to crabs, and they are found in almost all water bodies throughout the world, and means they inhabit most inland freshwater areas that includes lakes, rivers, swamps, irrigation ditches, canals, and ponds. Okay, and prawns are omnivorous and essentially scavengers. Okay, and some are plentivores and vegetarians, and some others feed on small aquatic insects and other plants. Okay, and the type of food they take varies according to the developmental stages and species of the prawn. That means the larva of a prawn takes one kind of food, and when they become mature, that is when they enter into their adult stage, they take different type of food. Even the type of food may vary according to the species also. Means some species of the prawns may take one food and some species may take another type of food. Okay, so so coming into the and one thing left, what are the different types of prawns? So the prawns are of two types, isn't it? Freshwater species and saltwater species. Okay, so freshwater species that we call it non-pinned also. Okay, freshwater prawns we called it non-pinned also, and the saltwater species, that is marine water species, we call it pinned. Okay, and the example of freshwater prawns are Macrobrachium rosenbergi, Pelemon styliferus, etc. Okay, and the example of that is some marine prawns, that is pinned groups, are Pinus monodon, Pinus indicus, Metapinus brevicornis, Metapinus monoceros. Okay, so remember this. So coming into the prawn culture, so we know in India, aquaculture has evolved from just a background activity to an activity driven by technology and a commercial business. Currently, India stands second in world aquaculture production next to China. So, what makes India to stand second in the world in respect of so many countries are there, but India stands second, that is next to China. So there may be some reasons now for why India is means so they have developed in aquaculture. So these are the following features that played a major role in lifting the face of India in commercial aquaculture. So number one, the vast untapped surface water resources availability. So means we have a vast surface water resources. That is what we mean by surface water resources. That means rivers, lakes, streams, that all we have available of this. So this is one key factor. Next, standardization of new production techniques. That is the techniques that the aquaculture farmers, the techniques which they used in ancient times, they have changed a quite lot. Okay, you will find they have improved a lot. Nowadays they are means using more advanced type of techniques. Okay, so with the time the production techniques also got standard. Extension of technology and practical knowledge to aquaculture farmers through governmental and non-governmental organization. So various governmental organizations along with non-governmental organizations such as NGOs and all, they have launched various type of programs to educate the farmers, aquaculture farmers. Okay, how they should how in a small period of time, how can they yield a very how they can yield a good number of prawns and all. So they have launched in some of the TV channels, you will find they have launched various programs. And not some of that NGOs and all, even they go to the practically they visit the place also where the farmers stays. They even visit and they teach the farmers, okay, how to deal with all this. And the last point, financial help for aquaculture farmers. That is government has made various various rules, no, that the aquaculture farmers can take a loan and they have to repay back a very less interest. So even they are provided with financial help also. Okay, then coming into the process, that is the steps of prawn culture. Okay, so the prawn culture, that is freshwater prawn culture, consists of 4 steps. Okay, first one is step 1 is site selection, step 2 is farm construction, step 3 is production system, and the step 4, that is the last step, it is the harvesting and processing. Okay, so today I will be discussing with you the step 1 and step 2, that is site selection and farm construction. Okay, and in my next video I will be discussing with you about the step 3 and step 4. Okay, so site selection. Site selection. So careful selection of suitable site for freshwater prawn farming is an essential prerequisite for successful farming operation. That is, the site plays an important role as the entire management aspect of the farm ultimately depends on specific condition of the site. The aspects to be considered for site selection are as follows. Means if we select a site for the prawn culture, then we must keep in mind the following condition. Okay, means in every environment or in every soil or in any water quality, the prawn culture could not take place. Okay, cannot take place. So we must keep in mind the following aspects while at the time we select the site. Okay, if we select a site which has very high pH and this means the climatic condition is cold and moist type, then the prawn culture could not take place. Okay, so this, when we select a site, we must keep in mind the following factors. So coming into the first factor, that is climatic condition. So one, climate is the most important factor affecting prawn production. Okay, and tropical and subtropical climates are most suitable when the culture period is too long, while warm temperature climate is suitable where culture period is short. Okay. Other beside the warm climate also, other climatic condition also plays a critical role in prawn culture. They are rainfall, evaporation, sunlight, wind speed, etc. Okay. Then the second topic, that is topography of the location. So the ideal site must be flat or gently sloped. Okay, means the side that you will select should be that one, flat and gently slopy. Okay, and low-lying lands, waterlogged areas, salinity and alkalinity affected areas could be effectively used for construction of scampi farms. Okay, so I have used one term, that is scampi. So do you know the meaning of scampi? Scampi means the Macrobrachium rosenbergi. Okay, the Macrobrachium rosenbergi is also known as scampi. Okay, so you must be thinking that how in the freshwater prawn culture that salinity could be a key factor, or a salinity affected areas could be used for construction of farm. How it is? So remember that some species, that is, let's take on one example, that is Macrobrachium rosenbergi. This one, in its post larval and larval stage, it stays in saline water. Okay, means some salinity is needed for its development. Means it needs some salinity so that it can go into the adult phase. Okay, means in their larval stage and post larval stage, they stay in the saline water, and when they reach the adult phase, they means the adult phase, they reach the freshwater bodies. So that some species are such types. Okay, so Macrobrachium rosenbergi, or else remember that they spend their larval and post larval stage in saline water, and when they become mature, that is when they enter the adult phase, they go into the freshwater body. Okay, means they spend rest of the, when they become adult, they spend rest of their life in the freshwater bodies. Okay, next come, that is soil quality. So the soil texture must be sandy clay loam or silt clay loam with at least 85% water retention capacity. So the soil means the site which you will select should have sandy clay loam or silt clay loam. Okay, and the soil should also have the water retention capacity also, that is 85% water retention capacity, and the clay content in the soil should not exceed 60%. That is the means the clay content, no, the clay in the soil, clay content should not be more than 60%, and the soil that have acid sulfate in it should be avoided for freshwater prawn culture. Okay, next come water quality. So water is very important thing, isn't it? So both quality and quantity of water is a very critical factor for prawn culture. Okay, so that is, water should be free from pollution, that you cannot grow prawns in a polluted water, isn't it? All your prawns will die, isn't it? So the water should be free of pollution, and the pH of water should be of 7 to 8.5. Okay, so the pH should be of 7 to 8.5, and the temperature of the water should be from 18 degrees Celsius to 34 degrees Celsius. Okay, that is between, it should not be 17 or it should not be 35. Okay, within this temperature, the temperature should be maintained, that is from 18 to 34. Okay, and the dissolved oxygen content of the water should be from 3 to 7 ppm. Okay, so these are the four factors that come under the site selection. Okay, so if you select a site, keep these factors in mind. Those who are those who want to go for those who are thinking that in future they will go for business and all, so just keep in mind. Okay, then the next come, that is I have told you na, 4 step is there. So site selection is finished. Next come the farm construction. So after fulfilling all the suitable location requirements, the next step is the construction of farm. Okay, so you have finished selection of site. Now you will come to construction of farm, means how we will construct a farm. The design must suit the biological necessity of the prawns. Yes, you should design the farm in such a way that it suits the biological necessity of the prawn. Okay, so under the farm construction this comes. So first one is size and depth. So depending on the local condition, the size may vary between half to 5 hectares. Okay, though means square farm. Okay, the square the farm which is of square shape is more economical. Okay, means you can earn more from the, means if you shape your farm rectangle, that is square. But rectangular farms are also suitable for harvesting, means farm shape can be of that is square also, rectangular also. Okay, and the constructed pond, that the pond you will construct should where you will go the pond should have the capacity to hold at least 1.5 to 2 meter water inside. Okay, the ponds that you will construct will should have the capacity to hold 1.5 to 2 meter water inside it. Okay, and next comes the dike. So what is dike? Dike means the drainage system. Okay, dike means how we will construct the drainage system. So the drainage system should be designed carefully. Okay, so that the water which is going out from the farm should not mix with the water that is coming inside the farm. Okay, so you should means the drainage system should be in such a way that it prevents the mixing of outlet water with the incoming water. Okay, the both water should not get mixed. Both the water should go separately. The one which is going out should go separately, and the one that is coming inside should come separately. Both the water should not mix with each other. And the last comes the water supply and drainage. So appropriate water supply and drainage system have to be designed, keeping in view the water source. Okay, so drainage should be kept appropriate. Drainage system should be kept appropriate, and even the water we should keep the mind also in the mind also that from where the water supply is being given. Okay, so the ponds should be easy to drain out water. Okay, and groundwater is preferable for filling the ponds as it is free of pollution. Okay, so the groundwater, mostly surface water get polluted easily, but the water that is groundwater, that is well or tubers and something, so it is pollution free. So groundwater is preferable for filling the ponds as it is pollution free. So today I will conclude here, means I will conclude with the first step and second step only, and I hope you will understand. And if you find any difficulty in understanding, or you have any problem regarding this class, so you are free to ask me. And mm, okay, so thank you. God bless you. Stay well and study hard.